Hello, hello! My name is Callista and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we arrived in Citadel space ready to help out Thane. Now, I've got to be honest, I think that Naomi is more interested in helping out Thane's son. Don't get me wrong, she likes Thane. She likes him just fine, but Thane's son and she, they're alike. They're both abandoned children. From one abandoned child to the next, I think she wants to help him out more so than she wants to help out Thane. Now, obviously we need to be bringing Thane. My gut was to bring along Samara. Now, I know I brought the pair of them along very recently for Samara's personal quest, but oh, that's a thought. My thought was, again, this is a parent having issues with their child. Tali's quest was all about her issues with her dad. She's also in Thane's son's position, roughly. You know what? Come on.
I've found references to a forger named Fade in C-Sec crime reports, Shepard. Perhaps that is a good place to start looking. Also, according to C-Sec, a Drell recently passed through customs. The C-Sec office may have more information.
Okay, now, I presume Fade is for Garrus's personal quest. I do feel rather sorry for Garrus, considering he's going to be left till last. Okay, that's galactic news, And yeah, I do feel sorry for him, you know, he's Naomi's best friend. He should probably, you know, have come further up in the chain, but there were other quests that Naomi was more interested in. I'm sorry, Garrus. I'm so sorry.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy. I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Well, that's not good. That's not good that their security has gotten worse over the years. Oh. Oh dear. Is there anyone else we can talk to? No, that was the door. And yeah, I guess we have to talk to Bailey then. He's kind of our, you know, our contact within C-Sec.
Yes?
Yeah, have you seen a Drell recently?
My associate's trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
Oh, I was gonna say, can we confront him about calling Mouse that? That would give Naomi flashbacks. That would give Naomi flashbacks to the other recruits at boot camp. Oh, who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You're nobody, you're nothing special. You've come from nowhere, you've got no education. You don't even have any family history within the military. You're nothing but a little rat and you're gonna die. Oh, you think I'm a rat? Oh, I've lived with rats, they're easy to kill. No, I'm more like a cockroach. Go fuck yourselves. It'd give her flashbacks.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
That is most certainly not safe.
Aren't the ducks dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the Keepers run. Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
Oof.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Shepard.
Laugh it up, Tali.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
Oh, Lord. I don't know how Naomi would feel about that. I think she'd just be freaked out. On one hand, that is a fantastic error message. That is a fantastic error message, and on some level, Naomi feels that, but I do think she'd just be freaking out that someone is selling a VI of her.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
Oh, that is interesting because it's been a really long time since we had our initial chat with Bailey, but to be perfectly honest, he didn't seem like all that pleasant a person. The kind of vibe I got from him was, you know, oh, we need to beat down on criminal scum. It's us or them. You need to beat people up to get confessions out of them. He seemed to be on the, you know, he erred on the side of police brutality, and it sounded like he had this very us and them mentality, and that would have rubbed Naomi the wrong way, considering that she was a criminal. She was a part of that them that you are saying you should beat up on to get confessions out of. Like, she did not take kindly to that. I don't think she left that conversation with a particularly favourable view of Bailey, but the fact that he's like, oh yeah, I'll help you out here, I do think she'd be curious as to why.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Zakera for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
I do think that Naomi would respect him for that, considering that is exactly what happened to her. Her mum abandoned her when she was a child. She was left homeless at 13. She had to resort to crime. It was that or starve to death. So yeah, the fact that he's looking out for the kids at least, you know, respect for that.
We better hurry then.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
I mean, he's a police officer. He's a police officer. He'd have to get involved.
He's a cop. He'd try to stop Kolyat, and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
Hey, no problem. No problem at all. And you know what? It's been a while.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. The corpse of Denaria Claris, the sanitation worker reported missing from Kithoy Ward, has been found. CSEC has issued a statement that foul play is suspected in Claris's death. The investigation is ongoing.
Well, that was cheery. It's been a while since I listened to the news. What's on? A woman's been found dead. Well, I hope they catch her killer.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Okay, yeah, we can replenish our fish. However, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I know I'll forget to feed them. And what was in this store?
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Mate, go somewhere else. They're just snobs here. They're just snobs here. Like, go somewhere else for dinner. Trust me. Now then, let's see. The Dark Star was right over here. Okay, so we want to head this way. We want to head over yonder. Now, you know what? Considering that the Citadel news is so depressing, I think there were, like, the galactic news stations kind of in the stairwells. Yeah, what's been happening in the galaxy?
Sorry, Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined
We've heard
to
this
name
one.
the next race likely to gain council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
I really hope that it's the
Commander
Volus
Shepard,
or the L
and this
Corps.
is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I believe it should go to the Volus. They've been waiting the longest, I think. Don't mind if I do. And I don't know if this is going to upgrade what we have. I think I'd rather keep my money. We'll leave it. I'm happy with the damage. Now then, hello.
Yeah, I can get that. No problem. Well, okay, that might be more difficult. No, it's fine. I got some Quarians who can strip the copy protection. Just costs more. Yeah, I got the package. It'll be there. Don't worry. I'll deliver it myself. That won't happen. You can count on me. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, You won't be disappointed. Well, I just need a bit more time. It's not my fault. Nobody told me the package was in 2 parts. Yeah, I know. I'll get it, don't worry. End of day, no later. You can count on it. I understand. That won't be necessary. I'll throw in a copy of the Shepard VI. Hey, the Volus worked real hard on that.
Busy man! Very busy.
Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You mouse?
What do you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
Yeah! Because he called him by his surname, like you know each other.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
I mean, you'd use children for that, of course. Of course you would. Why wouldn't you? It's exactly like Sherlock Holmes and the Baker Street gang. No one ever sees the unfortunates, the homeless, the orphan children. No one sees them. They can move about completely unnoticed and gather information. Again, considering that Naomi grew up on the streets, she probably had people who used her in that way. Hey, if you hear something, let me know. I don't think she'd be at all surprised by that.
We need you to answer some questions.
The people I work for... Look, I can't answer questions for just anybody.
But you can for me. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
I don't like the fact that Naomi pushed him. I guess maybe this is drawing up some of those old memories from when she was on the streets. You know, Mouse is like her. Yeah, a child raised on the streets, growing up in that gang life, that criminal environment. I guess, you know, it's just dredging up those old memories, and she's thinking, yeah, I was the heavy, I was the tough guy. That was my role in the gang. I was the enforcer. So if I want this guy to answer my questions, I need to push him around a bit. However, again, she remembers, oh wait, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't need to do that. I can use my words.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talked to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
Yeah, very quickly, can we just talk about these Shepherd VIs?
One other thing. That Shepherd VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard? Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
Oh, to be honest, I think she'd just be freaked out. I don't think she'd want one. I don't think she'd want a cut. I think she'd just be like, right, it's weird. It's weird that people want a VI of me. You've got to stop that.
You're gonna stop making them, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got it. Totally with you on that one. Consider them gone.
He's gonna keep making. I know it. Naomi knows it.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward, Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
Aye, okay. Thanks for that.
You did good, Mouse.
Yeah. Hope I live long enough to pat myself on the back.
Kellum will never know.
Hope not. I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
Yeah, you doing all right after that thing?
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees. Bare feet black. A dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then. But I left him, as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Oof. Oof. Definitely not this one. This is... Oh. This is tough. This is tough because Naomi does take a very dim view of negligent parents. At the same time, I was just thinking about it. At the same time, she is sympathetic to her mother. I've always said this. If someone ever came up to her and said, Naomi, I've heard what your mum did. She's a total bitch. Like, what a cow. Naomi would punch them in the jaw. She would punch them and say, the fuck did you just say about my mum? You don't get to talk about her like that. Naomi has always acknowledged that her mum was a child who had a child. She had a massive drug and alcohol problem. Like, she was a deeply damaged individual who never got the help she needed. It doesn't make what she did right. She doesn't think that how her mum treated her was right. However, at the end of the day, she does have some degree of sympathy for her. In this situation, Naomi does feel more loyalty towards Kolyat and Mouse because she was an abandoned child like Kolyat, and she grew up on the streets like Mouse. She has lived their lives. She knows what they have gone through. At the same time, if she can have sympathy for her mum, why wouldn't she have some degree of sympathy for Thane? Thane, at the very least, has shown that he regrets his actions. She never got that with her mam. Her mam left when she was 13 and she's never seen her again. For all she knows, her mum might be like, oh yeah, I regret what I did. I got my shit together. I regret how I treated my daughter, blah, blah, blah. Or she could be like, oh, fuck my kid. Fuck my kid. She ruined my life, that awful little creature. Like, she doesn't know, however, she still has some degree of sympathy for her. Thane is showing remorse, so why wouldn't she have sympathy for him?
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Let's head back to Bailey.
I mean, true. True. Now then, I think there was a we have the package for Ish. Hello again, you're right. Yeah, I swear there was something about a package on the Citadel somewhere, and I think he said it was near one of the clubs.
Emotions at Shepard's rumored survival are mixed. While some are overjoyed to see her return, others believe her false death was a betrayal.
If Naomi had her way, she would have actually died. She would have actually died in that collector attack, but no, someone decided I'ma give you to Cerberus.
Oh, sorry. I was playing this fascinating human game, Solitaire. Did you need something?
Okay, good for you. That's very nice. There's the groundskeeper. You know what? It might say, let's check the journal. Marab shop. There we go. One of them was in a club. One of them was in a club. Either way, let's get out of here. Okay, let's see what Bailey knows about this Kellum guy. And again, I'm just looking to see if there are any updates on any of the side quests I've done.
All businesses using security mechs have been asked to check their systems for a potentially deadly virus that can disable targeting safeties and friend or foe identification.
Like that. There we go. Hey. I love when we get updates like that. Now then, Bailey. Bailey, tell me about Kellum.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
Oh. Oh, Again, I don't... I think Naomi doesn't know what to make of Bailey. Like I said, I swear down in that very first conversation with him, he made it sound like, oh yeah, we need to beat up criminals. Now, it has been a while since I listened to that, so I might be misremembering, but those were the feelings I had afterwards, that he didn't seem like a particularly decent guy. Then he's being like, oh yeah, we need to look after the kids on the station. I feel so badly for them. Okay, we got plus points there. And then we have, you know, oh yeah, I know he's up to some shady shit. But, you know, we have an agreement. I mean... I guess here's my thought. What is Kellum up to? If it's... I've said before, Naomi doesn't necessarily care about people committing crimes if that's how they survive. People doing murders and slavery and drug dealers, she's like, yeah, no, I'm not about that life. Murder and slavery, that you're going way too far, and I'm not fond of drug dealers because my best friend as a child died of a drug overdose, so I'm kind of like, I'm judging you. But, you know, blackmail, theft, illegal gambling, prostitution. Naomi's kind of like, hey, if that's how you survive, like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. It's when you get people who are rich and powerful and they are stomping on little people. That's what Naomi takes issue with. You have wealth, you have power, and yet you are using that wealth to just shit on people who have less than you. You're punching down. I don't like that. I guess this could be very like, oh, bribery under any circumstances morally wrong. And Naomi would disagree with that. Naomi like, nah, sometimes bribery is very effective. Depends on the circumstances. Oh, here's the thing, I don't know what Kellum is into, that's the thing. If he was doing slavery, Naomi would be like, this is abhorrent that you are allowing this bribery to go ahead. Like, that's terrible. But again, if it's just like a little bit of illegal gambling, like, who gives a shit about that? Who cares? Always bribing you to look the other way when it comes to his illegal gambling dens? I don't give a shit about that. You know, a neutral position. A neutral position.
Will you still help us?
I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here.
Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
Okay, Again, this is just bringing Naomi back to her time in the gang. She was the thug, she was the enforcer, she was the brute, the heavy, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't think that Naomi has thoughts either way. I mean, do you have a preference here?
I plan to improvise. No plan survives contact with the enemy anyway.
I suppose that's true. I won't interfere then. This will be difficult. If we're too gentle with him, his advocate will get past Bailey. If we're too rough, well, we need him alive.
Okay, that was not what I intended. I thought that was, do you have a plan? Not, we don't need a plan. Then again, I guess Naomi absolutely will have interrogated people before. You know, oh, what did you do with the cash? What did you do with the cash, Robbie? Give us the deets. Like, she will have interrogated people before. I doubt she ever had a plan going into that. I mean, what plan would you need? Just beat them up. Beat them up until they give you the answers. That's the kind of environment she grew up in. I mean, if she feels confident, I'm gonna take this as Naomi feels confident. She's like, yeah, I remember my time in the gang. I remember my time as the enforcer. I can do this.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
I place my faith in you, Shepard.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. Who the hell are you two?
Yeah, I think in this situation, go tough. Go tough or go home.
You ordered a hit on someone. You're gonna tell me who.
The only person I'm talking to is my advocate.
Here's how it works. I ask a question, you answer the question. You speak when you're spoken to.
Who the fuck you think you are?
Mr. Kellum, I don't believe you were paying attention.
Nice. You just handed me your job. Hit me again and I'll take your money too. I'm gonna straighten you out as soon as Bailey gets here.
Just tell us what we need to know. My associate isn't very patient.
What are you, frog boy? Her little apologist? What, kid? You gonna bore me into confessing? You ain't shit. Come on.
Works for me.
No! Do you know what I'll do to you when I get out of here?
Keep it up, tough guy. You'll leave in a bag.
Go to hell.
Ease up. He's no use to us dead.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see.
I'm done being patient. Give me a name or I'll cut your balls off and sell them to a Krogan.
Joram! Joram Talid! Dorian in the 800 blocks.
He's unconscious. No need to wake him up, I think.
I mean, again, she's just having flashbacks like, I used to do this all the time. Yeah, we didn't go too hard on him. We didn't use any knives or pistols. Like, he has the use of both of his legs. He'll be fine.
He'll wake up with a headache. No permanent damage. We have Kolyat's target. Let's get to Talid before he does.
Agreed.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Oh. Okay.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
Okay. What would Naomi think about this? Also, I am over time for this episode. I mean, would she care? She doesn't live on the Citadel. I mean... I don't think she's so nonplussed about this that she'd be like, oh, it's not my problem. Because here's the thing. Naomi isn't particularly pro-human. Naomi is very much like let's not be dicks. Let's all just get along here. You have some humans who are great, and you have some humans who are assholes. You have some Turians who are great, and you have some Turians who are assholes. And you can go along like that for every single species. Like, she's not pro or anti-human. She's not pro or anti-alien. She's just like, let's all get along. We're all gonna die. We all want to be happy. Let's not be dicks. I think the Citadel, it's always been a bit of a political shit show. The council are just that way inclined. Just take us to the guy. Just take us to the guy and we can sort it.
We need to stop this assassination. Can you get us to the 800 blocks?
Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
That was so fucking cool. That was so fucking cool. However, I am just about out of time. Now I can save. Okay, that's good. That's
It's been wonderful
good.
talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
Ah, thanks. Just remember, it's not all about the humans. They couldn't have gained this much power without the Council's support. Taking back our ward is only the first step. We must remove the cowards and appeasers on the Council. This doesn't stop here. I won't rest until the humans have been removed from power.
Okay.
Other races wait patiently for hundreds or thousands of years to earn an embassy. To the humans, no! They win one battle and think they're owed a council seat. My people won a Krogan war before we asked for that honor. That's not how we do things. We respect tradition. Humans think anything 10 years old is obsolete. Worthless. How can they contribute to a 2,000-year-old government?
I need to sign
Have
off,
we seen
sir.
anything good since the humans moved into Zakera Ward?
I like their food.
Hey!
I'll have to take your word for that. I can't eat human food. But
Oh.
let's be serious. Since the
Let me
Shinikima
sign off,
Enclave opened,
please.
crime has increased. Incidents of racial tension are up 24%, despite 116 new CSEC officers assigned to the ward. Of course, most of those officers aren't Turians, or Solarians, or Asari. They're humans who turn a blind eye to the crimes of other humans. That corruption goes all the way to the top. Don't think a human with a CSEC captain's badge is any less a crook than the thugs he deals with. It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
Is this just repeating?
Thanks. Just
Yeah, it
remember,
looks like this
it's
is
not
just
all about the
repeating. Oh,
humans.
hello.
They couldn't have gained this much power without the council's support.
I'm just gonna-
Taking back our word
I'm
is
just
only
gonna
the
go
first
over
step.
here and I'm
We
gonna
must
talk
remove
over
the
him
cowards
in
and
the next
abusers on the
episode.
council.
Hopefully we can track down Kolyat, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.
And think they're owed a council seat. My people won a Krogan war before we asked for that honor. That's not how we do things. We respect tradition. Humans think anything 10 years old.